In the heart of the Arctic, beneath layers of ice and centuries of snow, a team of geologists stumbled upon something extraordinary. It was not the first time they had searched for new minerals in the frozen expanse, but this time they unearthed a metallic substance unlike anything ever recorded. Its surface shimmered with an iridescent glow, shifting colors with the slightest change in light, and it seemed to pulse faintly, as if it were alive. They named it Elysium, a nod to its otherworldly beauty and the mystery surrounding its origins. Initial tests revealed that Elysium was not just visually striking, its properties defied conventional understanding. It was lighter than aluminum, yet possessed a tensile strength greater than titanium. It was non-conductive, yet emitted a low-frequency hum that resonated with the Earth itself, creating vibrations that could be felt in the bones of those nearby. As the team collected samples, they were unaware that they were on the brink of a discovery that would change humanity's perception of materials and their relationship with the universe. Back at the research facility, scientists worked tirelessly to analyze Elysium. They ran tests in laboratories equipped with the most advanced technology available. X-ray diffraction, mass spectrometry, and electron microscopy were employed, but none could provide a definitive answer about its composition. It contained elements that were not found on the periodic table, and its molecular structure was an enigma, twisting and turning in ways that seemed to defy the laws of physics. The more they studied it, the more questions arose, and the more the allure of Elysium grew. As word of the discovery spread, a sense of urgency enveloped the scientific community. Elysium became a topic of heated debate, drawing experts from around the world. Some theorized that it was a remnant of a meteorite, a relic from the cosmos that had somehow landed on Earth, while others suggested it might be a product of a yet undiscovered geological process. Theories proliferated, but none could explain its unique properties or its ethereal beauty. Among the scientists was Dr. Alara Voss, a materials scientist known for her pioneering work in nanotechnology. Alara was captivated by Elysium not only for its scientific potential, but also for its almost mystical aura. She often found herself lost in thought, contemplating the implications of a material that could alter the very fabric of technology and industry. Could it be the key to advancements in energy, transportation, or even medicine? The possibilities were endless, yet the more she learned, the more she felt an inexplicable connection to the metal. It was as if Elysium was whispering secrets to her, urging her to delve deeper. As the research progressed, strange phenomena began to occur. Those who worked closely with Elysium reported vivid dreams, visions of distant places and times that felt oddly familiar. Some described feelings of euphoria, a sense of interconnectedness with the universe that transcended the mundane worries of daily life. Alara herself experienced this awakening, her dreams filled with images of swirling galaxies and the dance of stars. She awoke each morning with a renewed sense of purpose, her mind racing with ideas and possibilities. However, not all who encountered Elysium were so fortunate. A few members of the research team began to exhibit unusual behavior. They became withdrawn, fixated on the metal to the point of obsession. One scientist, Dr. Harlan Green, spent nights in the lab, poring over samples and refusing to leave. He claimed that Elysium spoke to him, revealing truths about the universe that were beyond human comprehension. His colleagues grew concerned as he spiraled deeper into his obsession, neglecting his health and relationships. As tensions rose, Alara proposed a series of experiments to better understand Elysium's properties. She believed that if they could harness its energy, they might unlock its potential for transformative technologies. The team agreed, and they set up a series of tests that involved exposing Elysium to various forms of energy: heat, electromagnetic fields, and even sound waves. Each test yielded surprising results. Elysium responded in ways that defied explanation, producing bursts of energy that could power small devices and even levitate objects. But with every breakthrough came a cost. The atmosphere around the lab grew heavy with unspoken dread as the effects of Elysium began to take a toll on the researchers. Some reported feeling drained, as if Elysium was siphoning their vitality. Alara, determined to push through, focused on her work, convinced that they were on the verge of something monumental. Yet the warnings were clear. Elysium was not merely a material, it was a force, a catalyst that seemed to amplify emotions and desires, both good and bad. One evening, as Alara worked late in the lab, she found herself alone with a large sample of Elysium. The metal glowed softly, casting an otherworldly light across the room. She felt drawn to it, compelled to touch its surface. As her fingers brushed against the cool metal, a surge of energy coursed through her, and she was engulfed in a vision. She saw ancient civilizations, their people adorned with jewelry made from Elysium, using it to harness the energies of the earth. She felt their hopes, their dreams, and their eventual downfall. The vision shifted, showing her a future where Elysium was misused, leading to destruction and chaos. Startled, Alara pulled her hand away, gasping for breath. The weight of the vision settled heavily on her heart. She realized that Elysium held not only potential but also a warning. It was a reminder of the responsibility that came with discovery, the need to tread carefully in the pursuit of knowledge. She rushed to gather her colleagues, determined to share her experience and advocate for caution. But as she entered the common area, she found chaos. Dr. Green stood at the center, raving about the secrets of the universe that Elysium had revealed to him. His eyes were wild, and he gestured wildly, speaking of a power that could elevate humanity to new heights or plunge it into darkness. The others looked on, a mix of fear and fascination in their eyes. Alara's heart raced as she realized the grip Elysium had on him, and she feared for his well-being. Desperate to regain control, Alara called for a meeting. She urged her colleagues to consider the implications of their work, to recognize the duality of Elysium's nature. It was a tool, but like any tool, it could be used for good or ill. They needed to establish guidelines to ensure that Elysium was treated with the respect it deserved. Slowly, she began to sway her colleagues, reminding them of their original purpose, to explore the unknown, to seek knowledge, and to protect the world they inhabited. As they deliberated, a consensus began to form. They would continue their research, but with caution. They would explore the potential of Elysium while remaining vigilant against its seductive allure. The team set up strict protocols, limiting exposure and ensuring that no one worked alone with the metal. In the months that followed, the research continued, but the atmosphere shifted. The sense of urgency was replaced with a newfound respect for the unknown. Alara led the way, advocating for ethical exploration and collaboration. Elysium remained a source of fascination, but it was now viewed through a lens of responsibility. As the team published their findings, the world took notice. Elysium sparked a renaissance in materials science, inspiring innovations in energy storage, lightweight construction, and even medicine. Yet the lessons learned from its discovery lingered in the minds of those who had encountered it. Elysium was not just a metal, it was a mirror reflecting humanity's hopes and fears, a reminder of the delicate balance between curiosity and caution. Years later, as Alara stood on the precipice of a new project, she often thought back to that fateful day in the Arctic. Elysium had changed her life, opened her eyes to the mysteries of the universe, and instilled in her a deep sense of responsibility. It was a journey that had begun with a simple discovery, but had evolved into a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. She had learned that some mysteries were not meant to be unraveled, but rather embraced, guiding humanity toward a future where knowledge and respect walked hand in hand.